My dear child, please pay close attention. What I'm about to share is special and not meant for just anyone. This message has come to you right now because your heart and spirit are finally ready to receive it. You might think you opened this by chance or at a random moment, but believe me, nothing here is random. The exact time you saw this, the little feeling that pulled you to read it, the sudden curiosity you couldn't explain, all of it was meant to happen. The universe is very careful with its timing. Your being here at this moment is the result of something bigger that has been quietly preparing you for a while. So take a deep breath, calm your thoughts, and open your heart. I want to tell you about a woman. She is not a stranger. She knows you. She has been close enough to your life for a long time, long enough to understand your daily habits, the way you move through your days, and how you think. She is someone who has quietly watched and learned about you. My dear child, this is about a woman who once felt very close to you. She seemed so trustworthy that you never questioned her. You let her into your private world. You shared your thoughts and feelings with her. You truly believed the kind, caring person she showed you was real. But sometimes, the person who hurts us most is not a stranger. Sometimes the danger comes smiling, speaking softly, and acting like a true friend. The darkness doesn't always look scary, sometimes it wears a familiar, gentle face. Right now, at this very moment, that same woman is sitting alone. She is holding a medical report in her hands. That single piece of paper has turned her whole world upside down. She is very afraid. Her hands are shaking so much she can hardly hold the pages steady. She keeps reading the same words over and over, hoping they will somehow change. She wants the diagnosis to be different, less serious, less final. She is silently begging for it not to be true. But the words on the paper stay the same. They will not soften. They will not lie. My dear child, the truth on that paper is plain, hard, and cannot be changed. No money, no power, no tricks can make it go away. Her body is very sick now. But listen carefully, this sickness did not come by chance. It is not bad luck. It is not something she was born with. It is not something that just happens to people as they grow older. This illness started growing inside her from the exact time she chose to hurt you. The same hands she once used to try to pull you down, those are the hands that planted the seed of her own suffering. She never thought this could happen. She believed she could harm you and walk away free. She thought she was in control, the one causing pain, never the one who would feel it. But life has a way of bringing back what we send out. The pain she tried to give you has returned to her, not by accident, but like a circle that always comes back to where it began. She is now living inside the very trap she once made for you. Take a quiet moment. Feel these words in your heart. If you feel this message is speaking directly to you, if something inside you says this is important, please leave a small comment below. Just write "I am listening" or "I receive this message." This simple act tells the universe that you are awake, paying attention, and open to the truth. My dear child, when you leave a comment below, you help this message reach other people who may still be walking beside someone who secretly wishes them harm. Your comment is like saying out loud, "I am ready to face the truth, even if it's painful." 3 full years, my child. 3 long years. That is exactly how long this quiet harm has been growing inside her body. Every day she walked around thinking she had won, something inside her was slowly changing. Something was quietly building step by step into the very illness she is facing today. While she smiled at your face, this sickness was taking root. While she planned against you, this condition was growing stronger. For 3 whole years she believed she had gotten away with it. She lived feeling safe and clever. She never knew that her own body was keeping perfect record of everything she had done. But before you start wondering who she is or exactly what she did, please understand one important thing: this was not an accident. This was not a quick moment of anger. This was not something she did without thinking. Her actions were planned carefully. She thought about them for a long time. She put real effort into trying to hurt you. The jealousy she felt toward you was not small. It was deep. She hid it behind sweet smiles and kind words. She became very good at pretending. In front of you she said nice things. Inside her heart she was full of judgment. When she acted like she supported you, she was secretly hoping you would fail. Every time something good happened in your life, she felt bitter. Every blessing you received hurt her like a sharp pain she couldn't escape. She watched you grow and succeed. Instead of feeling happy for you, she felt smaller. As your life got better, her anger and jealousy grew darker and heavier inside her. She chose not to fix these bad feelings. Instead, she fed them. She held on to her resentment like something precious. She protected it. She let it grow bigger and bigger until it began to destroy her from the inside. She started watching you closely not because she admired you, but because she was looking for any chance to hurt you. My dear child, she started watching your life very closely but not because she cared about you. She studied your daily habits, how you moved through your day, what perfume or scent you liked, the small routines you followed, the things you touched. Most often she was searching for any weak spot, any small opening. So she could quietly bring harm into your life. She paid attention to the tiniest details, thinking she was being clever and careful. She never understood that every single thought, every secret plan, every bad intention behind her eyes was being clearly seen and recorded by a much higher power. She believed she was the only one watching. She was wrong. A far greater force was watching her the whole time. Her plan was never loud or obvious. It was very quiet. Too quiet. The kind of quiet that makes evil look harmless and innocent. She thought quiet plans were the safest. She believed silent schemes would leave no proof. She told herself that hidden actions would always succeed. But nothing stays truly hidden. Nothing escapes the eyes of heaven. What she planned for you was not small. It was not just mean words, rumors, or gossip. It was not an attempt to hurt your name or reputation. No. Her goal was much darker. She wanted to stop something very important in your life permanently. She wanted to slowly destroy your progress, your happiness, your future. She thought she had found the perfect way, a way that could never be traced back to her. A way that would let her stay completely innocent in everyone's eyes. She wanted to watch you slowly fall apart while she stood far away, pretending to be surprised, pretending to be a worried friend asking what's happening to you. All the while, she was the one quietly building your pain. She never realized that every dark thought she had, every secret step she planned, was echoing loudly in a spiritual world she could not see. Every move she made against you was being counted. Every intention was being weighed. Every action was being written down. With every choice she made to harm you, she was writing her own judgment. Heaven saw everything. Heaven saw the exact moment she decided to do it. My dear child, heaven saw everything. Heaven watched her choose the path of harm. Heaven watched her carefully prepare something meant to destroy you, believing she was in complete control. And then came the turning point. The exact moment she thought she had finally won was the moment she actually lost everything. We are only starting to see the full truth of what really happened. Stay with me, the next part will clearly show how her plan turned against her and why you are still safe, strong, and standing tall today. She carried out her plan on the day she believed was perfect. She did it with cold, careful precision. She thought that day would be the day she finally gained power over you, the day she would watch you grow weak while she pretended to feel sorry for your bad luck. She walked into that moment feeling clever, unstoppable, and smarter than any consequences that might come from doing wrong. She had convinced herself, if I do this quietly, the result will be quiet too. No one will know. My hands will stay clean. And I will win in secret. She waited confidently, watching for the first signs that you were falling apart, expecting to see the results of her dark work. But she never noticed that the air in the room had already changed. Something had quietly turned against her. My child, listen carefully, what she created and tried to send into your life never reached you. Not even a little. It never touched your body. It never entered your heart. It never touched your future. This did not happen because she made a silly mistake. It did not happen because she was careless. It happened because a higher power stepped in. A protection was already around you long before she even started planning. A shield she could not see. A shield she never thought about. She was trying to fight against you with ordinary tricks, but she was really trying to fight against a spiritual wall she could not break. The moment she moved against you, she moved against heaven itself. What she tried to give you, what she prepared, what she paid for, what she tried to pass to you turned around completely the instant she tried to do it. There is a spiritual rule she ignored: when someone digs a deep hole to trap a good person, very often they fall into that hole themselves. She never felt the change when it happened. She never sensed the danger suddenly hanging over her own head. She never saw how the very harm she planned for you came back like a shadow and attached itself to her life instead. It happened quietly. In a way she could not see with her eyes. Through something so small she never noticed it, a tiny mistake, a simple touch she thought was nothing. But it was enough. My dear child, that tiny moment she thought meant nothing was actually everything. In one quick second, when she touched the very thing she meant to use against you, she sealed her own future without even realizing it. She simply wiped her hands, walked away, and believed she was safe. She believed she had won. But in that moment, she made an agreement with destruction, one she could never break. For 3 full years, my child, 3 long years, the very harm she planned for you has been quietly working inside her body. Slowly. Steadily. Cell by cell. Piece by piece. It has been breaking her down from the inside, taking over her strength, her health, her peace until it could no longer stay hidden. All those years she walked around thinking she had escaped. She thought, because nothing bad happened right away, nothing bad will ever happen. But consequences don't always come fast and loud like thunder. Sometimes they arrive quietly, slowly creeping closer and closer until they finally take everything. That day has arrived. The long silence is over. Now the sound of her consequences is loud and clear. She is losing her strength much faster than she can accept. She watches her energy slip away, like water pouring through a broken basket. The heavy price of what she did 3 years ago has finally come back to her door. It is time to pay. Now, as she holds that medical report in her shaking hands, the full truth hits her like a giant wave. She cannot escape it. She cannot swim away. She is being pulled under by the very storm she created. Her eyes are red and swollen from crying. Her heart is full of regret that came too late. Her chest feels tight with a deep guilt she never thought she would have to carry.